YouTube, it's Marita from the Nurse Lounge, and I am actually on location in my hotel room because I am on campus this week for class. So, as you all know, I'm a doctoral student and I take a hybrid program, which basically means that I primarily I do my classes online, but we come to campus to class once a week. No, not once a week, once a semester for about a week. Every single semester for our follow up or end of semester wrap up. And we do our starting our next classes as well. So we're gonna do our intro to the next class and wrap up the previous classes. So that's what I'm doing here. And so I plan on taking you along with me for the week. As much as I can. I can't show you everything while they're actually teaching in class, but I do want to show you just kind of what it's going to be like for the next day or so. I have no idea when I'm going to be able to upload this, but anyway, if you want to see what I am doing for this week in class as a doctoral student, definitely stay tuned. Good morning, it's Marita, and I am headed to the library this morning. I am on campus, and I'm printing out some stuff I need for our symposium today. So I'm not dressed for the symposium yet. My plan was to come up here to the library and print off what I needed to print off, because our symposium is not until this afternoon, and so I didn't want to be dressed up all day long. So I am here to print off some paperwork. So that's kind of how my morning is started. I've already had breakfast. It is about 9 in the morning. And again, my symposium is not until about 12:30 or so. So I wanted to come, and my hotel's only about 8 minutes from campus. So you can see in front of us, as you look right here, that is the library. It's a beautiful structure. It's called the Logos. Or is this the library? Yeah, this is the library. So I only come to campus probably, like I said in my previous video, only about once every 3 to 4 months. So at the moment I'm looking for parking, and anybody who goes to school on any kind of campus knows parking is always atrocious. Maybe I should have thought about that before I came. But anyway, I'm going to hopefully get a good parking spot so I can get in here and get out. I will see you all later. Here I'm showing you the computer lab. I'm waiting on my computer to log in, but it is empty in the lab today. I'm showing you the different computer stations just around the computer lab. This is the large group lab that they have for classes, but I'm in here today and I just want to show you what it looked like. I am now done printing off the papers that I needed to print it off, and I am headed out of the library door. And at this point, I'm actually about to go to my car and head back to the hotel so that I can get ready for the symposium this afternoon. So I will see you all very, very soon when I am dressed and ready to head back to campus for the symposium that is this afternoon at around 12:30. All right, and so I'm back. So as you can see, I'm still at the hotel, but I'm headed to campus to join my fellow group members in our presentation for healthcare. And we are basically doing a healthcare symposium where we are comparing Finland to the healthcare in Finland to the healthcare in the United States. So you'll be seeing me on campus in the next footage, but I just want to show you basically how I can put myself together. You see my badge right here. Right here. And so anyway, I will see you on campus. All right, so I am now headed into, I'll turn the camera around. Forgot to do that. To the Grand Event Center. This is where the symposium is going to be held. You hear a lawnmower in the back, they're cutting grass. So we're gonna see what this is like. Never did this before. In case y'all didn't know, I'm a second year doctoral student finishing up my spring semester. And here we are at the Grand Event Center. And let's see what the symposium is like. So let's see what it's about. And here's the posters that everybody's made. Here there is ours right here. There's my name at the top. And again, it's to see, compare Finland to Healthcare United States. So let's look around at some of these other ones. Wow. Very nice. So this is what the symposium looks like, where we just basically have a lot of posters comparing different areas of healthcare compared to that of the United States. And this is nursing as well as other disciplines. So this is what it looks like. Very, very nice. So this is where I am. I'm at the symposium, so I will come back with footage later when everybody's actually filled the room. It is only 11 something in the morning, and it doesn't start till about 12:30, and so I am dressed, ready to go. But I just want to show you what it looked like. Nursing building here, and I'm headed to advisement. So this is where I'm going to go basically to see am I on track for graduation next year. So anyway, that's what I'm going for. So I will check back again. You saw the symposium, it went great. We get our grade for that this afternoon, I'm sure. But right now I'm in the nursing building, so I'm going to go upstairs, get advised, make sure I'm on track, make sure my IRB form is on track, which it's not. But anyway, this is where I am, so I will check back in later. Good morning. It is April 24th, I think, and I forgot to come back and tell you how the rest of my day went yesterday. After the symposium, we had to go for advisement, which I told you about that. And so for advisement, they basically just wanted us to know, we start our fellowship, which is clinical hours this summer. So they wanted us to be ready for the clinical hours. Let me get by this window. They wanted us to basically be ready for the summer. So they told us the requirements in terms of we have to do 180 hours this summer, and that we have to, my hair is a complete mess. We have to, all the paperwork we have to get done from our preceptors and things like that. So that's basically what I'm having to work on in the next coming weeks in terms of sending emails out to verify my preceptor, to verify my, we have to know how many hours we did in our master's program. And so we were required for our DMP to have 1,000 hours done by graduation, and they include your master's degree hours. So I have to contact my school to find out how many hours I had from a master's degree so that I can add that to what we're required to do. Anything that's less than 1,000, once you subtract those two numbers, I have to actually do more hours. So I'm waiting to hear back from my other school to find out how many hours I've did so I can subtract that and figure out what I need to do from there. Today, I have class, but it's not until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So this morning I am free to do whatever I want to do. I am going to go eat breakfast. It's free breakfast in the hotel, so I'm going to go eat breakfast. After that, I'm going to come back and probably go ahead and shower and get dressed, and then head on to the library on campus to print off some stuff and to to get ready for class, basically. So class is from 1 to 4 today, and our classes are about 3 hours long. And then after class, we have to stay. My group project, or my group is going to stay after class to work on our project presentation for tomorrow. And tomorrow I have class all day, so I'll be in class from 8 o'clock in the morning to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And that's just kind of how it is with these DMP programs, where you're in class for hours at a time. So it's a hybrid program, like I was telling you before, in which I go to class certain like a week out of the semester, and it's basically a wrap up of one semester and the intro to the next semester. So we're wrapping up spring semester, and then we are doing our intro today for my summer class. I'm only taking 2 classes this summer. I'm taking a leadership class, which is my last core class of the program. And once I finish that class and do my fellowship hours, all I have left is my project at the end. So then I will be almost finished with this whole program. I have 13 months left to go, and so we are winding down this program. It is very stressful, I'm not gonna lie. Very stressful program, and there's days where I feel like I just want to quit the program, but I'm too far invested at this point. Obviously, I'm not going to quit. It's just your day-to-day struggles of being in this program is just very stressful. So anyway, I'm just kind of stopping by this morning, telling you what happened yesterday, telling you what the plan is for today. And like I said, I plan to, if I remember, plan to vlog as much as I can to kind of so you can see, you know, what my week has been like while I'm here in Jackson, Tennessee for class. So anyway, I will check back in with you all a little later when I headed to the library and headed to class. All right, see you later. All right, so I am back. As you see, I cleaned up pretty good. I am now headed to the library. I am gonna go now work on my printing some things off and getting ready for class this afternoon. It is now about 11:15 in the morning. Class begins at 1 o'clock, but like I said, I do want to go to the library and spend some time there to work on some homework and print some things off. I also plan to go back to the library after our group gets together this afternoon so that I can work on a project that I have to work on that's due next Friday. I also find that it's easier for me to go to the library and work than it is for me to stay in the hotel room and work, because of the fact that I have distractions like the TV and things like that. And so I tend to do better. When I go somewhere where I can't be as easily distracted. So that is my plan for today. So let's go. We're headed to the library. So we are headed onto campus here soon. I'm about to turn in now. We're headed to the library. I go to Union University, which is here in Jackson, Tennessee. And this is the campus. It's actually a very pretty campus. This is a Christian school, so there are a lot of the streets are named after like Faith Road or Christian Way or just things like that. So it's very, very Christian. So God is the center. Christ is the center is what their logo is, or their motto is actually. So they have a lot of strict rules here. Obviously, because it's a Christian school, if you are not married, you cannot cohabitate. If you cannot drink alcohol, you cannot obviously do drugs. And with any nursing program, you can't do drugs and stuff like that anyway. So that's really nothing new. I don't drink, so for me it's not an issue, but they do randomly drug test us for drugs and alcohol. And when your name comes up, you have 2 days to get your drug test done. So like you have to check your email like frequently, because if you don't and you miss a drug test, then you are going to be suspended from the program until you get it taken care of, because they suspect that you may be using in that situation. So always make sure that I follow all those policies because I need to finish school. All right. right, so now we're about to head towards the library, and here's the student center, like where you get your IDs made, where you get your parking decals for your car, student services, so you're having issues, need counseling, things like that. That's where this building is. And then they hold events like the gymnasium. I can't talk. The gymnasium is right there, so that's of course where the games and things would be. Now, to be honest with you, this is a private school, so I don't know who they play, what division they are in, or anything like that. I have no idea. But that's the gist of kind of what this is like. So going to a Christian school is very different than going to a traditional university. So it's a private and it's Christian. So that's two things right there. I have never been to a private school. The biggest thing about the private school is that it's expensive, for me anyway. So that's my biggest caveat with the school, is that it's a private school and it costs much more money. However, I do feel like overall I'm getting a good experience. Overall, there's issues, of course. There's issues with every program. Some people, considering this a Christian school, some people are very much not Christ-like at all here. But it is what it is. I mean, that's no different than the rest of the world. It's not Christ-like. So I'm about to pass the nursing building here soon. The nursing building, actually the building you see in front of us right here is the nursing building. Pharmacy actually shares the building with nursing. So there's pharmacy in there, there's nursing in there, and I think there's biology in there as well. So that's what that looks like. Here's like where, can't see it very well, but it says Faith Road. So like the roads are named after like things you would see in the Bible: hope, faith, things like that. This is the front of the nursing building. Nursing pharmacy, whatever it's called. It's called Whitehall, which is where there's the sign right there. There's the building. Oh, so biology, chemistry, nursing, and pharmacy is there. I'm about to head around to the library, and we came to the library yesterday, so you will remember when we see that big old dome that we're at the library. Where I'm staying at, the hotel I'm staying at, is about 8 minutes from campus, and I always stay at the same hotel because of the fact that I happen to like to always be close to campus, because you just never know when you're running late, you oversleep, things like that. So I always want to be close to campus, so that in case I'm running behind, I can jump up real quick and get to class. Here, they do not accept tardiness at all. They will ask you to leave. And if you leave, you don't get credit, obviously, for the class. So therefore, you get a 0. And in graduate school, there's no such thing as a C. So you need all the points that you can get. So like I was telling someone today that I have to get some of our assignments I use to pad my grade, because I know that if we have a difficult assignment and I don't do so well on it, I need to have all A's on all my other assignments so that I can pad my grade to make sure I pass the class. And so right now I have a 99 in my health economics class. That's my grade right now. But we have one big project left to do, and that's what I'm actually going to get kind of work on a little bit right now. And this project, nobody seems to understand how to do it, and we're not getting much of any help with deciphering how to do it. So therefore, I feel like if I'm going to get a bad, not a bad grade, but get like a 85, which is a B, but it's a very low B, that if I get that grade, then that will definitely bring my overall average down for the class. And so I need to make sure I pad it, because at the end of the day, yes, I would love to have an A in the class, but at the end of the day, I just need to pass. I really just need to pass, and a B is passing. So this is the library right here. You can see. And I am about to park. And then we will head into the library. And this is what our computer lab looks like. And I was here yesterday, so if you saw the footage from yesterday and earlier in the video, you'll see that I was here yesterday, but I am about to print some stuff off. So I just finished class, and now we are headed back to the library because I have to do a analysis, and I also have to work on my presentation tomorrow. So we just finished our presentation meeting, and it was good, but I need to get some work done, and I feel like, as I said earlier, I cannot get anything done in the hotel room, so we are going to go to the library to get it done. I want to show you the back of the library. It's very, very pretty. So that is the back of the library. I'm headed back there. You see how far that is? I'm not walking that far. I'm going to drive around to the front side. Good morning. It is April 25th, and I am headed to my third day of class. Class starts at 8 o'clock, and it is 7:35. Luckily, I stay, well, my hotel is about 8 minutes from campus. So, it's about 8 minutes from campus, so I should be there on time for class. And so this is my last day for classes, and then I head back home and finish the rest of the semester online, actually. And so we did our summer prep yesterday, and today is basically we have some guest speakers coming in to talk about leadership, and that's pretty much it. And then this afternoon we do a presentation, my last presentation. Hopefully this is my last group project of this program, because I absolutely loathe group projects. As you all know how that works. Sometimes you have group members who are very much helpful and they get their stuff done on time, and you have those who just kind of leech off of you, and that doesn't change in the doctoral program. We have a lot of leechers, and I like to do my work and get my work done, contribute to the group, but we have people who do the bare minimum and care less about their grade, and as a result it impacts everyone's grade. And last semester we had a class that the group project was the grade for the class, and we end up getting a B, a 92.4, because of the people in our group. And so I cannot stand doing group projects because of that, because they don't give their all, and because they don't give their all, don't do their work, we have to do their work for them just to turn around and get a B. So again, that was very disturbing for me. I had a 4.0, and I'm okay with not having a 4.0 if I caused it. If I didn't do good work and caused me to have a 4.0, I'm quite okay with that. What I'm not okay with is when somebody else impacts my grade. So that's what happened last semester, and it was just problematic. Anyway, I am headed to class this morning, 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. class. I'll see you when I get to campus. Thank you. Thank you. Hey YouTube, I'm back at home now, and I wanted to come on here and kind of sum up the week that you just saw. So I went to Jackson, Tennessee, like it said, for about 4 days. And I basically just I'm finishing my fifth semester of 8. And it was a great trip. We had a leadership conference while we were there. And it was very informative. I learned a lot, and I think that I could use a lot of the tools that he suggested in my future education as well as my future teaching. But I will say that it was a bit daunting being in class all day, most day, or the last day I was in class all day long. And we had a presentation at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we got our grade back already. We got 100 on our presentation, so I'm happy about that. Right now I have a 99.17 in that class with 3 more grades that are still left out, that I'm waiting to hear back from. And even, no matter what I really make on them, which I'll do well on them. I plan to come out with an A in that class, and then I am finishing up my my IRB form process. So I am now working on my 6th revision on this IRB form. It is very frustrating. I spent the day today working on it, and I have no idea what's going to happen. I'll probably have to come back and do a 7th or 8th revision just because I really don't know what to expect. Sometimes I feel like as a doctoral student, they have expectations of us that we really, I can't say can't meet, but without any guidance, I don't know how they think we know what to do. I have never filled out an IRB form before, ever. So, there are certain things they may want that I have never done before. So it has to go back and forth between me and the advisor several times and the reviewers of the form several times before I can get it correct. And so I'm on review number 6 or 7 or something like that. I don't know. So I'm resubmitting it tomorrow morning. And then I plan on working on it diligently as they return it back and forth, because it has to be submitted by May 16th, which is like 14 days from now. So I have to have it final and approved by then. I'll have to come back and update you about how it went. I will be successful. I'm praying that I will be successful, because I have to finish this IRB form and get it approved before I can actually move on to the next leg of the semester, which is summertime. So in summertime, I will be taking 2 classes. My last core class is a leadership class or something like that. And I'm starting my clinical hours or my practicum. No, it's called fellowship hours this summer. So I have to do 180 hours in 13 weeks plus this core class. And then after that, in July, I will be considered a doctoral candidate. And for me, that is such an honor. I'm so excited about becoming a doctoral candidate in July. And I will be able to take my cap and gown pictures, or my pictures with regalia, as they call it, this summer. So that's kind of what happened in a nutshell. I spent a lot of time on campus in the library, as I kept on saying throughout the video, that I'm going to the campus, I'm going to the library, because I got a lot of work done at the library compared to my hotel room. There were so many distractions there. I did work out, believe it or not, while I was there. They have a gym there, and they actually had pretty decent equipment. So I actually got some workouts done while I was there, just to kind of keep everything up and to help kind of work off some of the stress that I had from being in class for those few days. It's very stressful being in Jackson, because they have us on a timeline. You have to be here, be here, be here. Classes are 3 hours long. You want to make sure you don't miss anything. But in all, it got done. It was a great week. And I'm pretty excited about the fact that this semester is about to wrap up in 2 weeks. Just for me to turn around and have a 2-week break, possibly, and then start summer session with those other 2 classes I just told you about. So thanks for coming along on this ride with me all week long. It was kind of difficult to vlog, because I would forget half the time. I would say, oh, I'm going to vlog, and then next thing I'll get caught up doing something else and never think about it. So I apologize for any gaps or things like that, but that's just kind of how the nature of a busy doctoral student mom, nurse happens to be. That is my life at the moment. But I thank you for watching this video. And if you want to see more videos like this, please thumbs this video up. If you have questions or comments or concerns, or you have questions for me regarding my doctoral journey, or about nursing, or about being an OB nurse, which is what I am, please leave those comments below in the comment box, and I will definitely get back to you. Or you can email me, And I will leave that in the box as well, and I will respond back. If you have questions, you want me to do a video for you regarding certain questions or concerns you have with nursing, I'd be happy to do so. But until the next time, you all take care. Bye-bye.